Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. My favorite song in the world has always been Last Kiss by J. Frank Wilson. If you don't know it, look it up. It's a good song. It's an old song. It came out, I think, the year I was born, and all my life it's been my favorite. I like it so much that I'm going to use it to send a message to my governor, or not my governor, former governor and current Senator Hickenlooper. Haven't seen him in 6 years, but he wants to run for re-election next year. I got a message for him. Anyway, that's not what I came to talk about today. I came to talk about my favorite movie, which is It's a Wonderful Life, starring Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart's also my favorite actor, partially because he was a World War II bomber pilot, flew a lot of missions, and when he became a Hollywood actor, he refused to let the Hollywood people use his military service to market his movies. He absolutely forbid it. So I find that very admirable. Anyway, the movie, It's a Wonderful Life. It's the story of George Bailey, who grows up in tiny little town. This is right around the end of the Great Depression, and there's this oligarch guy, Mr. Potter, runs a bank, and he's trying to ruin everybody's lives and own everything. Sound familiar? And George gets in a bind, not through any fault of his own, but he gets in a real big bind. And he's looking at maybe going to jail because somebody else screwed up. And he's desperate, and he's about to jump off a bridge. Well, then this angel called Clarence comes down. Clarence is trying to help George out of this pickle, get him to know that, jumping off the bridge ain't the answer. And he decides that the best way to help George is to show George that what the world would have looked like if George had never been born. And the whole movie from there on out is showing George the difference that he's made in the lives of the people around him in his town. And it's a very inspirational movie for me. It's one of the things that keeps me going through the times that we're in. It's one of the reasons why I wear this shirt. It's why I go on these guys' live auctions and buy patches, because the money goes to help frontline units in Ukraine. And this shirt, $10 of the purchase price goes to help orphans in Ukraine. And they've raised a lot of money by selling these shirts. The guy who makes them, Tom at Dagger Custom Apparel, he doesn't make money on these shirts. Every bit of the proceeds go to the orphans. Anyway, it's also why I try and help Carmen, because she's doing a really great thing trying to help women and LGBTQ and homeless folks who need a place to go. And they're all doing great work, and I want to be George Bailey. I want to know that when I leave this world, wherever I may go, I hope that ghost me gets to look back and see that I made a positive difference on the world. I hope I can look back and say, when things got really scary in the 2020s, I was there and I made a difference by fighting to protect my children and grandchildren's futures. I hope I get to do that. I want to be George Bailey. Anyway, I just felt the need to share that all with you. Hope you all have a good weekend. Good day.